How do y'all? This morning we are going to get some straps set up to put on our high tunnel so that the side that rolls up can't blow out and waving with the wind. The farmer in
Liddell.
The farmer in
Liddell.
Hi ho da dirty do, the farmer in
Liddell. I
think that those little gray digger squirrels, the ground squirrels, are actually climbing the hardware cloth and getting in underneath of the, like between the plastic and the hardware cloth. I'll show you here in a minute. But first, let's get some holes poked in an old seat belt. Yeah, I'm upcycling it. We had a truck that I built for my father-in-law, and we morphed a couple of trucks together, and I had some leftover seat belts that I'm just not going to use on anything else. So I stole the strapping out of it, and let me show you what we're going to do with it. So my lovely assistant Jack here is holding my soldering iron, and I've poked a couple of holes in this, but then I realized that when this wiggle wire goes in the channel that runs along the high tunnel, it's going to want to put the strap sideways. So now I'm going to poke another hole in it so that it can be more in line going up and down. So I have to point the soldering iron right through there, but I got to do it without stabbing myself in the fingers. And there it is, that simple. Another hole in there, and that should allow it to go more up and down. So we'll thread this through here like that, and then it can go in the channel that runs along here in the top, and then this will just pull straight down. And then we'll cut the other end off, burn a hole in it, and then cut it off, burn a hole in it, and then run a screw and a fender washer through it into the bottom of the raised beds that are in the high tunnel. We've got our strapping material here. And then I'm just going to work it into this channel, like the same wiggle wire and channel and everything that holds the high tunnel plastic on. Just get it up underneath of there. Oh, come on. Okay, we'll start from this side. I'm trying to do it so that it's in between. So as this channel goes down and then up, I'm putting this one down where the previous one was up, if that makes any sense. So that it has the best hold in the channel. Plastic's really tight right here. There we go. We got it. Alright, so I didn't do the most perfect job getting this aligned quite right, so it's putting more stress. The ducks want to be involved here. Anyway, oh, that might be part of the problem. I don't have that in there all the way. There we go. Okay. There, that's a little bit better. Anyway, I didn't have my holes aligned perfectly because when this wiggle wire is loose, it's a lot shorter. As you're compressing it down so that it's tight here and here, it changes that angle. So now we're kind of going off to the side a little bit. It'll be fine. So this is about how long I need it, and cutoff tool works wonders. So you can see it kind of melted. It didn't just cut it. But that's a good thing because now it won't unravel. And realistically, there's enough here. I could do another one, which I may do, but not right now. Now here's the fun part. I've got got to get a hole poked in this right here, as with the other straps that I've already got mounted, and I don't know for sure if my extension cord will make it out here. So what we'll probably do is start down there and work it as long as the extension cord will allow, and then the soldering iron is going to stay hot for a little bit. So we'll go as far as it'll allow us to, and then if I have to, I'll unplug it, poke the hole in this one, and then we'll get them all screwed down. Okay, so as it turns out, it is long enough. Yay! All right, now I blew my weed whacker up, so don't judge me on how much grass and crap is growing up alongside this thing. I know you can't see it because my hands are in the way, but there's our hole. And then here's the fun part. Don't try this at home, guys. I don't have a stand to support that, but I definitely don't want it anywhere near that dried out grass. Yeesh. Okay, so fender washer, wood screw, screw gun. Oh, come on, tell me I got the right bit. And I don't want this to be like crazy tight, but I also don't want it to be sloppy loose. So it's just finding that medium. Now I can support my soldering iron there on. Wow, that's not dangerous at all. So now it's screwed through the fender washer, through the thing, the strap into the wood. And then what this does is it's not crazy tight, but it's gonna hold this up against more. Another thing I can do is try and pull some tension on this, because I just got zip ties on there. So I could try and like pull some strap in there, because I can see where this is, it's going in and out. So that's another thing that we could probably address. And then we've got all those straps along there to try and keep this from happening. So I might have to do a little more investigation here. All right, pretty lady, what are we doing here?
We're gonna make some lamb and chorizo chili. And you're making
Pork.
chorizo. Pork.
And this is the chorizo seasonings, but
Spice blend, yes.
yeah, what else in it, just so the people knows?
It's stuff like onion powder, garlic powder, salt, pepper, and chili.
Chile. Ooh.
Chili seasoning.
All right. So I'm trying to help you guys. I'm trying. Not my wheelhouse, but we're working on it. Mixing in the seasonings. And what are you making? I mean, obviously you're doing sweet peppers, but what's it for? The chili?
This is all for the chili.
Oh.
All of this is for the chili.
What a deal.
Yeah.
A little more involved than the chili I make, guys.
Well, and this is a no bean chili. Because we're trying to eat less sugar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, and the beans have...
Yeah.
Beans aren't necessarily high sugar, but they react.
Right. So.
Gotcha. I think I've got that integrated. I know I got it all over my hands.
Yeah, you wash your hands again.
Obviously.
Yeah.
But see, now I've got all of the spices and the seasonings on my fingers.
That's why I usually use a spatula.
Oh, you stir it in instead of
finger it.
instead of manhandling it?
Yeah. I only manhandle it if I'm making like hamburger patties or something.
Oh, well, you see, you gotta tell me these things.
Well, you're a man, so you manhandle it.
I see what you did there.
Pretty.
Okay. All right. Now we have to add more seasonings. Now, should I let the pan heat up before I put this in, or just let her rip?
No, let the pan heat up first.
That's what I thought.
Why don't you go ahead and turn my pan on too?
On same temperature?
We're gonna turn mine on 6.
On what?
6.
Okay. And what? How much apple cider vinegar did you say? A teaspoon and a half?
Tablespoon to a tablespoon and a half.
All right. So I have. Those are teaspoons.
Those are also dry measuring tools.
Oh, you are correct. So a measuring cup will have tablespoons on it?
It depends on your measuring device.
I don't have the right device. Look at you. Okay, I gotta get.
Very, like, bottom line.
Ah, that's three
Three
teaspoons.
Yeah. Let's see.
Tablespoon is TLBS, right?
Yeah, so that's
Or TBS, there it is.
right there. So that's 1.
Okay, and
So
then,
between 1 and 1.5. So right in there.
okay, we're gonna say 20 milliliters then. We'll go metric.
If it makes you feel better, you do whatever
We're gonna
you
have
want.
European chorizo.
Okay.
Yeah, buddy.
It's totally daytime, but it looks so dark outside.
Yeah, it's because of the smoke. Where do you want this? You said you keep all of your flavored vinegars or whatever where?
Down there in that cupboard.
Yeah, that's super specific.
The one that doesn't have a door yet, love.
Okay. The Lazy Susan.
That one.
Okay. So we're still dealing with the fires and everything, and it's a lot cooler today, but it's also really muggy and overcast. Plus we have smoke. They say it's going to rain, but because that would be benefit, probably not. But it's making it dark outside. It looks like it's like 9 o'clock at night, but it's 10:30.
AM.
Yeah, on the AM. Yeah, good point. Good point. Anyway, so just a hunch, but those look like our onions.
These are our onions.
Yay.
Our onions, our zucchini, our garlic, you know.
Not our peppers.
Not our
peppers are
peppers.
kind of slacking. They're starting to do.
Yeah.
To do.
Not our peppers yet.
We have peppers, but they're
Yeah.
they're getting there.
Still got a little.
And those aren't our carrots. I wish.
No. Right?
We have not been able to grow carrots very well tall
Yet.
yet. We grew some carrots 2 seasons ago, and they were like that long.
They were so cute.
And I think it
They're
might
like
have been
baby carrots.
partly the variety of carrot,
I think our soil
but it was
wasn't
also
loose
our
enough.
soil was definitely compact. And then this year, the ground squirrels decided to eat the tops off of everything before they got to be doing anything. So
Yep.
that was happy.
Not really.
Let me move that over. Anyway. Oh,
Should
no.
be getting warm
You
over
think
there.
my pan's warm enough yet?
Go stick your hand over it. Not in it, over it.
Eh, I can feel some heat. Give you a
Over?
little better view here of what's going on. Yummy. And all that's gonna get, what's it called?
Dice?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, but then you put it in the pot and you cook it down, and there's a word for it, isn't there?
Okay.
Sauteed? Or
Yes,
no?
we're gonna saute it before we actually do our stuff.
Am I making things up here?
Maybe.
Okay, well, all right. Let me show you what I got going on. Yeah. So far it ain't much. So at what point should I add the apple cider vinegar? Once this starts to brown, or now?
Definitely now.
Definitely now. All right.
Definitely now.
Sounds like I should have known that already. Yowza. It does definitely change the flavor though, huh?
Yeah. It does.
Apple cider vinegar is also good for your gut health. I don't know where I learned that, but I've heard it multiple times, so I wouldn't go taking a hit of it or a shot of it. That would get your attention.
People do it.
Seriously?
Seriously.
That's dedication right there.
Right?
Ooh-wee.
You're like, okie dokie.
I've heard of people like doing a olive oil shot, which
Yeah.
that would be a lot easier because olive oil does have a flavor to it, but gulp. But taking a shot of any kind of vinegar would be
Intense.
you got to be dedicated for that. I'd rather add it to things. When I remember, I add it to the animals' water because it helps them with their digestion and stuff like that too. And isn't it also like a mild antibiotic?
Well,
Or is it?
The reason why it acts sort of like an antibiotic is it's got the good bacteria.
Good bacteria. Did you know there's good bacteria, bad bacteria? It's a true story. I'm not scientistical enough to tell you which is what and all that kind of stuff. But it's in there.
And then we might just turn that down to 5.
Turn it down to high.
Turn it down to 5.
Ah, that makes more sense. All right, I wouldn't say this is cooked through, but it's brown. Do you want me to take it off?
So just take it off the heat.
Just take it off the heat
Yep.
too?
There you go.
Okay. You want me to cover it or just let it cool?
Let it cool.
So, just a question. If you're going for low sugar, why the carrots?
Well, carrots also have fiber.
For the fiber?
Yeah, but this particular recipe calls for carrots, so.
I mean, obviously there's going to add a flavor to it.
Right.
Flavor profile. But I know carrots have a lot of sugar in them, don't they?
But
Natural sugars?
natural sugar, yeah. But not a terrible.
Okay. Not as much as a banana.
Definitely not.
Banana. Ooh, yummy. All right. There's going to be a whole lot of simmering and just, yeah. We'll bring you right back. How many cloves?
All of the ones I have laying there.
One garlic.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh, knock it. That press is like 22 years old.
Yeah.
Ah. Alright, now I'm going to put the meat right in the center.
The meat I cooked or the meat you're
No.
going to cook?
That meat right there.
Want me to break the meat up?
Yeah.
Can I use the same spatula as the Pope?
Yeah. Okay.
So now you're on to what? Carrot and pumpkin spice muffins?
Yes.
That sounds yummy.
Well, I'm glad you like the sound of it.
All right. Well, it's going to be a while before we get to sample one of those, but anyway. Is this something that you've made before, or is it more
Nope.
on the new recipes?
New one.
Okay. Are you going to follow it this time?
At first.
At first? Okay. Until you come up against something and you're like,
No, I'll follow it until
All right.
I don't.
You'll follow it until you don't. No, okay, I got you. All right, well, looks like we got some pumpkin in a can because our pumpkins got froze this year.
Yeah.
Boo. and vanilla and let's see what all of that stuff. Positive you want to try and follow it along. Maybe you can keep the whole recipe. Liddell won't. Anyway, this is more of the reduced sugar thing. Or that's what that whole book is, right? Whole recipe book?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway. All right, well, we'll bring you all back when this is moved further along. What do you think? We getting close? Is it time to eat yet?
About another hour, actually.
You don't need me to sample anything, do you?
Nope. It's all good.
All right, let's see what this looks like now. Oh, look, it's very similar to what it was before. Only probably a whole lot more tender.
What do you think?
I don't know. I think, is that lunch?
Sure.
I think it's lunchtime then.
All right.
All right, let's have a bowl, huh?
All right.
Okay, you go first.
Are you scared?
No. What's your first impressions?
It's good chili.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Your turn.
Okay. Don't want to burn myself. That's good stuff. Got a little bit of spice to it, but not like crazy. That's pretty good. Win. Okay, so we got, this is the
Muffin.
it's the carrot and pumpkin spice muffins.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the recipe that, did you follow it?
I did.
Like all the way through?
All the way through.
Oh, okay. Let me see. Okay, you take a bite. What do you think?
Interesting.
Yeah? Interesting. Okay, here we go. Interesting, she says. I don't really taste the pumpkin.
It's in there.
You do? Okay. Well, not bad. I'd eat more. The carrot comes through way stronger than the pumpkin. But
Yeah.
maybe, did you use any like pumpkin spicing or like you would in a pumpkin pie?
Yep, I did.
Interesting.
Different.
So next time you make
I'll tweak them.
are we shocked or surprised at all? No. So you gave it a whirl.
And I followed the recipe completely.
And they're not bad.
No.
They're just a little bit too carroty.
Not enough meat.
Not okay. It needs more love in it. All right.